Hey everybody, welcome back to Hey Papa J. I am so glad you are here. We are here on opening day of the Flower and Garden Festival here at EPCOT. We are going to have the best time ever, and here at this channel we are all about family-friendly, fun travel experiences that is just safe and fun for the entire family. So we are going to have the best time here, checking out all the new topiaries, seeing what's new. Let's go have some fun. This is the opening day of the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Show. So it is absolutely beautiful here. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Look at how the sun is shining. And this is what we have to greet us here at the very front of the park. Absolutely awesome. We got Woody, Bo, Buzz. And over on this side, we got Lotso. And look how pretty this is going to be when it gets in bloom. He's going to be so pretty in pink. I don't know if he's going to smell like strawberries, but look how pretty he is going to be. Oh my gosh, it really does. It does. It smells like strawberries. Oh my gosh. You guys, they have some kind of scent here that makes it smell like strawberries. Look how cool. His chest is going to be white. The rest of him is pink. That is awesome. Brexton says to me, he's like, oh my gosh, it smells like strawberries, huh, Brex? Yeah, like, holy crap, it's strawberries. Okay, so what is so cool here during the Flower and Garden Show is just these topiaries everywhere. So even at the very beginning of the park, you see these amazing topiaries. So there's some butterflies. Okay, here is the official festival passport, March 4th through June 1st. So every time you come to one of these festivals, you've got to pick up one of these passports, because inside the passport, it's going to give you where all the topiaries are. It's going to also tell you the menu. So I'm just going to kind of skip through it. So there's different information in here, obviously merchandise, the different tours that are being offered right now, Garden Rocks concert series, Festival Disney gift card. And then in here, like I said, I'm just kind of showing you. So there's some of the food and then the menus. So that gives you kind of an idea. So as you go through, a lot of this is online anyway in the My Disney Experience app, but this just kind of condenses it all into one booklet. And then at the end, they always do something fun. So this is called the Garden Graze menu. And if you complete 5 of these different items that are on the Garden Graze menu, you get a festival treat. One of the fun things about this festival is all the food. There is a lot of different food choices, and we're just going to kind of go through and highlight some of the different items that you can get here. So I'm going to start here at Communicore Hall. So you can see this is Communicore Hall. One of the things that was so good last year is the scallops, and then they have the grilled asparagus, and so that's what they have here at Communicore Hall. And I will tell you that if you want to try something amazing, get that scallops. Look at these flowers, they're singing to us. It's like Alice in Wonderland, how they open and shut. Reminds me of them singing. Okay, so this is really pretty in here too. It looks like they have a whole bunch of merch set up right here. So there is the Spirit jersey. We've got this really cool hat here. Look at how cool that is with Mickey. And a flower. That's pretty cool. All right, so everywhere you look right now, they just have these amazing topiaries and just fun different things to look at during the festival. All right, so here is some more of these amazing topiaries. So you can just see how fun these are, and they do such an amazing job. They have such a good likeness to the films. There's the Lion King. That one I think was in that exact same spot last year. I am always absolutely amazed at some of the new topiaries that they bring out, and I do not know. Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. Have you guys seen this? This is fantastic. Look at Mater. That is so cool. And then we've got Lightning McQueen. So here's the Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at that. I am Groot. Look how amazingly pretty that is. Is that a word? Amazingly pretty.
Okay, so pretty cool over here in front of Space. We've got Stitch. You gotta love his teeth. Check him out. So here's another topiary I am not sure I remember seeing, but here we've got Figment. And just like some of the other ones, I wonder if he'll get a little bit more full as the time goes on as far as his look.
So we got Phineas and Ferb here. Pretty dang awesome. Okay, so this is one of their signature flower beds, and you can see how pretty it is. In a couple of weeks, this thing will be so full of flowers, but look how pretty it is. You got Chip and Dale at the front here. And we got Minnie, and she's kind of laying on her side there. That is so cool. You got Mickey and Pluto flying a kite. Perfect springtime activity. That's awesome. And then, of course, the backdrop of Spaceship Earth behind. This is something really cool here. This is the Blossoms of Fragrance. So it says, follow your nose through a scented garden and cherish lasting memories with help of fresh, unforgettable fragrances in their many botanical varieties. Serene Succulent. What memories do you have of this? So what you do is you come up and see that right there. You can smell what's coming out of there. Ooh, that's pretty. So it's really fragrant. Those are so cool how there's like a little fan in there that's blowing them out, so you can really get a sense of what they smell like. This over here is the Strawberries. So that's actually smelling like strawberries too, so that's pretty good. And I want to show you how absolutely gorgeous this is. So within just a few short days, they can transform this whole thing that's normally just lawn, and they can transform this into absolute gorgeous flowers. I mean, isn't that just absolutely insane? The butterflies, the flowers, they alternate. Butterfly, flower, all the way around. I think this is one of my favorite things that they do here. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the colors are so brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's get back to more smelling. There's more senses over here. So over on this side, we have honeysuckle dew. So here's some honeysuckle dew, and that's what this looks like. So they all have a really good scent. This one over here is morning sage. That one's not as strong to me. Maybe I just didn't get a good enough whiff. But that's the morning sage, and then there's one more over here that we'll see what that is. I don't think that's a real hydrangea smell. That is a very fake smell, but it was good nonetheless. All right, so that is the smells, the Blossoms of Fragrance. Okay, the other thing that I love, they had these last year. They probably had them the year before too, but they've got these towers of flowers is what I called them. They're back this year. So the other thing that's really cool, let's go over on just directly across as we go towards the Odyssey. You got a bunch of these flowers obviously out in these ponds. They're absolutely amazing, but look, they have gone and done the same flowers over on this side. I don't remember them having this last year, so if you can remember, if any of you guys remember, did they have these again last year? I don't know, but I love it. It's so absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, here is the Moana display. This is what was at the entrance last year, and they've moved this out to the entrance of World Showcase. So this was so amazing last year, and it does not disappoint this year. I just absolutely love this. I cannot believe the amount of work that they do. It's so absolutely beautiful. I mean, check this out. The likeness of the characters, but then how they do it in flowers, it's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Okay, I want you to get an idea. Okay, so this just opened. All of these vendors, the food, whatever these are called, these all of the food back here just opened at 11 o'clock, and you can see the line is just crazy because of the different things that you get here. So this is what they have here, and I'm going to show the picture. right here. So this is where they have Dole Whip, spicy hot dog, and then a pineapple float. Frozen dessert violet lemonade. So that's what everybody's in line for here. We've got Goofy right here, and he is in the middle of these absolutely beautiful flowers. So we got a picture of that from the other side, right? So we were over on that side of it. But I want to show you just how amazing this is. So right here, you can see that they have just planted these. In a few weeks' time, this is going to be so full you will not be able to see any dirt. So if you are coming in the next coming weeks, this is just know that by June, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous and full. All this will grow together. It's cool to see it from afar, and then you get up close to it and you just kind of see how they've created it. It's pretty amazing. And it's already so pretty, you can only imagine what this is going to be like in a month. Okay, so here is the Yacht Club. You guys, this looks amazing too. They've got the trio of dips and chips and captain's board. Selection of cheese and cured meats with seasonal accompaniments. And then the trio of dips is house-made potato chips with whipped feta dip and candied lemon, caramelized onion dip, and caviar and pimento cheese and pickles. Wow. Okay, so the captain's board and the trio are, I think they're a must. You got to try. But I'm going to say that about a lot of these foods here, you guys. That's what's so much fun about these festivals. When you can go and experience all these different foods from all over everywhere, and just the tastes and all the things that they do, this is what I love. So now we have come back to get our scallops, and now we are back in Communicore Hall, and we, surprisingly, not too long of a line right now. I don't know if it's just in the air today, but I am loving everything that I'm trying. So if you like blueberry, you are going to absolutely love this. Here's the risotto. That scallop is like absolutely grilled to perfection. If you like risotto, this is a really super good risotto. All right, you guys, now that we've got a little bit of food in our bellies, it's time to do some rides. We're gonna have a great time here at Test Track. Now, one of the things that we do like to do, and I only recommend this if you have older kids or if they can handle it, but they do have a single rider line here, and it usually saves you a lot of time. Now, I realize that is not, not everybody's circumstance will allow that, but if it does, it's a really good hack to save some time. So we're gonna go jump in the single rider line, and we're gonna go try our hand at Test Track. I'll let you know how long it takes. The single rider line is to the left, but the standby is 70 minutes. So right now it's currently 70 minutes. We're gonna see how long it takes at a single rider. This a lot if you followed me on some of my other vlogs. That is such a good hack. It's 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes from the start to finish, and now we are off the ride already, and check out how cool this is. I think they switched that out. That used to be yellow. There is all new vehicles in here. This guy right here, how about this? It's a 6.2 ZR2, 84,512. That's what that'll get you. That is pretty sweet, you guys. It's got the heads-up display. Okay, I'm always a big truck junkie, but that one's pretty awesome. Okay, so since we're kind of just doing a little bit of a food tour here, we won't be eating anything here, but I want you to see right outside of Test Track is Brunch Cot. And so this is also some items they have on the Food and Garden Festival, or sorry, it's the Flower and Garden Festival. So what they have is avocado toast, shrimp and grits, and French toast. Okay, so here at the Citrus Blossom, this is what they've got up right now. Orange sesame tempura, shrimp lumpia, cinnamon beignets, and a lemon tart. And then if you wanted to get a smoothie, they have the Citrus Blossom. So it comes in that souvenir bird sipper, but that's an orange lemon smoothie. And that is right here at the Odyssey, is where the Odyssey Pavilion. Okay, so as we're just wandering around, anytime I see a topiary, I'm just going to show it to you. So this is really cute. Right here outside of the Odyssey, you see we got some cocoa here. Miguel and Dante, isn't that his name, Miguel?
Yeah.
Miguel and Dante. And that is right here as you come near Mexico and the Mexican Pavilion.
Oh, and they got rid of.
So check it out. There is some refurbishment going on here at the Mexico Pavilion. So they've got some scaffolding up there. So that's kind of interesting. But we're going to head in and go to the Grand Fiesta Tour. All right, so here we are at the Grand Fiesta Tour. And it's not really that long. Okay, so we have made it to the Norway Pavilion, and we were here the night before last, and this guy was not here, at least not that I saw. So here we are with another topiary of a troll right here at Norway. That guy's got a ton of character.
Elsa and Anna.
So we got Elsa and Anna topiaries going on right here. All right, so this is one of the things that I think is so much fun. So you can buy them like this little topiary, so you can go home and grow it yourself, or look at how cool this is. They sell the frame, and you can go do it yourself completely.
But how do you do it yourself?
I don't know. I'm not sure what you do, but there is some really fun topiaries that you can get here. $70.99 for that standing one. This guy here, the mouse, Mickey Mouse, just the head, $65.99. So the assorted topiaries, those ones up there, $59.99. Or for $29.99, you can start your own. There's a turtle down there. Those are really cool. I love them. Okay, so this is one of the classics here out in front of Germany. We got the Seven Dwarfs. You'll notice there's only 6 right here. Well, that's because number 7 is Dopey, and Dopey's missing from that. But look, they got the jewels. I don't remember seeing the jewels last year. So they have the jewels laying out on the dirt. I think that's a new addition. That's pretty cool. But back to Dopey. Where is Dopey? Dopey is across the way over here next to Snow White. So here is Snow White and Dopey. So we have Princess Tiana here at the American Pavilion. That's pretty amazing. But right next to her is the Magnolia Terrace. Now the Magnolia Terrace is where you get one of the best things here, in my opinion, to eat during the Flower and Garden Festival, and that is the spicy chicken gumbo. Okay, so this is what it actually looks like, the pictures of them. So you got the blackened shrimp po' boy, the grilled Gulf oysters, and then the spicy chicken gumbo, and then the banana foster bread. All right, so we've got Cogsworth and Lumiere here, and we are obviously in France. You see how pretty this is. Today is seriously such an absolute amazing day. Beauty and the Beast. So it has been a really fun, successful day so far. We have seen a lot of topiaries. We've seen some really fun flowers and just how beautiful the park is right now. The other thing that we've got some great food so far, and we've been really happy with our choices and just how much fun it really is to experience some of this food. We've got some rides in as well, but we're not done yet. We have got some more fun things to do, and let me show you one of the treats that I really like here too. And we just stopped into Japan, and they have a whole candy section of the Japanese candy, but we really like this Japanese rice cakes. We got it upside down. Let me flip this around, but that's just some strawberry rice cakes. Those are super good. And then these are just some, they kind of remind me, in the UK they've had these, but this is in Japan, or from Japan. These are just some peppermint flavored candies. So the UK has something very, very similar, and they're really good, but those are something that we're gonna try, just have some fun treats. And the other thing is I don't know if you guys know this, I'm sure you do, anywhere that they have quick service, if you just ask for some ice water, you'll get free ice water. And so then we're just kind of pulled over a little bit. We're gonna have a little bit of these snacks, get some water, take a little break, then we'll head back out. I love this fire hydrant. All right, so we found some more topiaries. Here is Donald, Gardening Donald. And he was over by, on the other side of Communicore Hall and Connections Eatery last year. And he's got his nephews helping him. But they are over on the other side. So we'll go over and look at those guys here in a second. But there's Donald. And he is located right here in front of the land. All right, so here is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. We got Michael Wazowski and Sully. So check that out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cute. So he's on his way to Monsters University. Actually, let's go around the back so we can kind of see just how these topiaries look all the way around. They're so cool. All right, so check out the spots on Sully. That's cool, the flowers to give it the color. Okay, so here we have Captain Hook and Peter Pan. In last year's display, they had Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore. But this year, it's Peter Pan and Captain Hook. All right, so there is the crocodile for Peter Pan. All right, let's check out what else they got. They've got another little display going over here. Okay, so this is Pixie Hollow over here with Tinkerbell. And look how cute and fun this is. Okay, we found Pooh and Tigger. So they're just a little bit further down. So here is Pooh and Tigger. And this is where Peter Pan, they just kind of swapped them this year. Because this is where Peter Pan was, I think. But this year, they've got Piglet, Eeyore, and Rabbit. So they just kind of switched them around a little bit. Alright, so we found the Muppets. So we got Miss Piggy here, and we got Kermit over on the other side on the bike. So these are not new. They had these here last year. They were just back in the countries. So this year they're up just before you get to Canada. This is a cool little display here. This is back towards the entrance of Le Cellier, and they have a couple of these right here. All right, take a look at how beautiful this garden is. I'm telling you, they are so good at what they do here. And the groundskeepers do such a good job. So hats off to them, because this is absolutely beautiful. What this kind of reminds me of is if you've ever been to Butchart Gardens in Victoria. So that's in British Columbia, right near Vancouver. And that is one of the most incredible gardens. That's probably the most incredible garden I've ever been to. But that's kind of what this reminds me of, Butchart Gardens up there in Victoria. All right, you guys, so that's gonna do it for us today. We have had such a blast here on the opening day of the Flower and Garden Festival. Absolutely loved everything that we've done today. We've got some pretty amazing food. We have seen absolutely amazing flowers. The topiaries are always amazing and fun as usual. It is just a gorgeous time to be here. So if you have the chance to be here at EPCOT during the Flower and Garden Show, or Flower and Garden Festival, it goes through May and until June 1st. So March 4th is today's date, and it goes clear till June 1st. So now that you have kind of experienced a little bit about the Flower and Garden Festival, check out our other series we're doing on some of the food here at Disney World, where we go and try the food, we show what it is, we taste it, and then we go home and we make it ourselves. We find the recipes, and they're the exact Disney recipes, and then we go home and make them. So that is a really fun series that you don't want to miss. So check that out. That's also here on Hey Papa J. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on those videos.